Altenew are known for their beautiful floral compositions, and they have come out with a lovely watercolour colouring book with a variety of different florals from their line. There's both grey outline or black outline depending on whether you want that stamped or no-line watercolouring look. Welcome to my channel, Pretty Little Button, where I make paper crafting tutorials for the everyday crafter. So this video is part of the Ultimate Watercolour Lovers blog hop. So if you're watching this on my YouTube, make sure you head over to my blog. And I have used the new watercolouring colouring book to create this card with this beautiful bloom. In addition, I'm also using some of the watercolour brushes that Altenew have released. Now they have two sets. They have a detailed set, which is this set, and they have a lovely black handle with the gold tip at the end for Altenew. And they've also got a lovely area where to grip the paintbrush, which at first I wasn't sure about, but I really found that quite useful. They've also got a more round section of watercolours, including this flat brush, which is great for doing sort of water washes, flat washes on your backgrounds first, if you then want to add a floral on top of that. So let's just have a quick look through the watercolouring colouring book. So they have some really gorgeous florals in here that they're also known for. As I said, they have a black outline as well as a light grey outline. So if you prefer the no-line watercolouring look, you have that option, but you also have the option as though it's stamped. Now this watercolour cardstock is heavyweight, so it's really good for holding up with a lot of water and doesn't really like to warp too much either, which is brilliant. There is 12 different florals and there are 24 pages in the book because you have 2 of each. So I've chosen this beautiful bloom here. It's a lovely big bloom. And I've gone for the black one because I want it to look like it's got a stamped outline. I chose this one to use with the new detailed brushes because I thought it was quite big blooms. I can really create beautiful colours on the petals with depth and variation, but it also gave me the opportunity to try out these brushes. There are a variety of different sizes of the detailed brushes from 0 to 3. And I'm initially, first of all, just adding some clean clear water to a petal before I start using Midnight Violet from my Altenew 36 colour water pan set. I'm just dropping the colour in more towards the base of the petal, and then I'm just using some clean water, going back into my water, cleaning my brush, and then just pulling that colour out. Now I make sure I only add water to the actual petal. I make sure I don't go out of that line so it doesn't bleed onto a different petal. And this is really important if you want to get that lovely look if you haven't got, say, heat embossing to use to keep your watercolouring neat. You just need to apply only the water to the petal that you're interested in. Now whilst that petal is drying, and I will go back and add more colour and intensity to it, I'm going to paint a second petal. Now because these are just a printed image, we have to make sure that we allow that petal to dry before we paint the petal next to it. If you don't do this, the colour and paint will bleed into the adjacent petal whilst it's still wet. So I've just gone to another petal here, and again repeating the same process. Just wetting that petal, then going in with some Midnight Violet towards the base of the petal, and then cleaning my brush and then just drawing that colour out to soften it up. Now this petal is kind of folded over, so I am also adding a little bit of the Midnight Violet just to the tip of the petal, just to give it that sort of folded look to the petal that it's kind of curling over. This will help give you some sort of dimension to your floral. So I'm going to leave you with some music whilst I colour this in, and you can watch the process. If you'd rather just skip to the part where I turn this into a card and find out details about that, then just go to the 12-minute marker. So I also coloured the green leaves in with frayed leaf and evergreen. Again, just doing the same process, adding the darker colour where the shadows and depths of the leaves are. For the card, because I coloured this in a purple, I have gone with a yellow background just to complement it, because yellow is opposite the purple on the colour wheel, so it's a complementary colour. To ground the floral on the card, I've also added some embossing paste through the Altenew Sphere stencil, just to sort of add a little focal area to the card as well. And I've foam mounted this on. To keep the card nice and simple, I'm just using a die cut sentiment, the Fancy Hello die from Altenew. I have die cut this 3 times out of black cardstock and layered it up, and I'm just adding it to the front of the card. Now where it overhangs the floral, I'm just adding some black foam pads just to ensure it's nice and sturdy and level. And then to finish it off, I've just used a few Nouveau drops to embellish the card. Now, as I mentioned, this is part of a blog hop with Altenew. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, make sure you head over to my blog so you can hop along and comment and leave a comment for your chance to win. They are giving away a total of $300 worth of prizes to celebrate this new release. That includes 2 $50 gift cards to 2 lucky winners. You do need to leave a comment on the designer blog posts and hop along for your chance to win. Altenew will announce their winners on their winners page on their blog. If you enjoyed today's video and you're new here, why not think about subscribing? You can hit that bell icon and be notified when my next video is up. I'd really love to know in the comments below, are you a no line or a line watercolourist? I think for me at the moment, I still prefer having some lines on my stamped images. What's great about this watercolour colouring book is there is a variety of different size blooms, some really delicate and detailed, and some like this where there's quite large open spaces. If you need to practice, this book is perfect for that because you have a variety of different florals to challenge yourself. Until next time, happy crafting!